Those measures have attracted a lot of attention this legislative session, but other bills were also passed today. KITV4's Paul Drews reports on more measures waiting to become law. Paul.
Well, local lawmakers also passed bills that set the minimum amount of renewable energy generation for each island, amended the state's medical cannabis law, and formed a group focused on building more affordable housing. They were able to take care of a number of current issues and even fix some past problems because this year the state had a surplus of money to spend. Under a bill passed by lawmakers, corrections officers will be put under the Department of Corrections, while various state law enforcement agencies would be consolidated into one, which would have a training academy and allow deputy sheriffs to be out patrolling state facilities and highways.
We don't need sheriffs in the courtrooms and being bailiffs and whatnot. We had other ways of doing it before. We don't need them just staying at the airport. You know, we can utilize them and have our tax dollars really get our bang for our buck for our law enforcement.
Special election ballots will look different under a bill that passed. Instead of checking off the box for one candidate, voters will rank the top candidates instead. The majority of Hawaii lawmakers voted for this measure, but not all.
I am not convinced that ranked choice voting, other than being sexy and new and different and that the Australians do it, is going to really be something we need. The system we have works. If it's not broke, why fix it?
Hawaii residents earning $100,000 or less will also get a $300 tax rebate under another bill that was passed, while those who make more will get less. Senators and representatives I talked with said they were able to get a lot done this legislative session because there was extra money to spend.
We had about $3 billion surplus, and I'm grateful for the fact that we are spending that money on our schools, our public schools, on our teachers, and raising their wages so that we have quality and qualified teachers.
Along with pay raises for teachers, there is additional funding for specialty instructors as well as those working in rural areas. Lawmakers also approved millions more to put in air conditioning units to cool classrooms around the state. More than $1 billion has been set aside for Native Hawaiian issues, including putting an end to a 23-year-old lawsuit against the state by Hawaiian Homeland's beneficiaries who sued for breaches of trust dating back as far as 1959.
These are mostly kupuna now. Hundreds of them have passed away since the case was initiated, who were essentially lied to and then promised redress and were lied to again. And so, this is a historic settlement.
Those Native Hawaiians will receive $328 million in the settlement approved by the legislature. Lawmakers will still have a final vote on Thursday over a bill that would provide $600 million to get thousands of Department of Hawaiian Homeland beneficiaries onto homestead lots. And there are a number of other bills that will get a final reading before the legislative session ends this week. Reporting live, Paul Drews, KITV4 Island News.